And welcome back to Charlottesville Insights. This is Jeff Gaffney, your host, and today we have on the program Jennifer Marchetti, who has flown down to see us from the great state of New Jersey. She's the Vice President of Marketing and Communications from Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, the corporate office. Jennifer, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to be here.
Well, let's get right into it. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Are all brands the same? There's a lot of different brands out there for real estate. You have Century 21, Coldwell Banker, ERA, Sotheby's, Remax, Keller Williams. I like them all. They're all great brands. But is the Better Homes and Gardens real estate brand any different?
Well, you're absolutely right, Jeff, that there are a lot of great brands in real estate today. But what's been really wonderful about Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate is that the brand has a legacy in Better Homes and Gardens, which is one of the greatest, most iconic brands in the country. 97% of people in the U.S. know and understand Better Homes and Gardens, and we've taken that wonderful brand that means passion for the home, and we brought it into real estate 3 years ago. So our brand is different in that, we can speak to consumers not just about their real estate needs, but before, during, and after moving into their dream home, all the things that make a house truly a home.
Talk to me about the Meredith Corporation. Meredith Corporation owns the magazine, is a major media player. What do they bring in terms of a value proposition to the Better Homes and Gardens real estate brand?
Well, Meredith Corporation is an amazing lifestyle company. So one of the many publications that they own and manage is Better Homes and Gardens, which is read by 40 million people every month. And so what Meredith brings to the table, and what is so difficult for real estate professionals today, is how do you have a consistent, ongoing dialogue with consumers? Because as much as I'd love this to be different, but people don't buy homes every month or every week. So what we try to do as a brand is we leverage the Meredith relationship. We do some great advertising in their magazine. We are online giving great tips and content to more than 8 million people who go to bhg.com. But very, very importantly, we do some wonderful research with thousands of their consumers. We have a direct line into loyal wonderful clients who understand and appreciate what Better Homes and Gardens means. And so with Meredith, they truly are more than just our brand partner. They truly are a partner for our consumers to get better content, to get access to great information, and for our brokers and our agents to have wonderful and unique content that they can share as well.
So the Better Homes and Gardens magazine has 40 million monthly subscribers. That number is massive, and that is just one of several publications that the Meredith Corporation owns. What are the other ones that we might know of?
Well, there are actually 23 publications in all,
Wow.
and Better Homes and Gardens is the flagship. But they also have More Magazine, which is targeted to the mature market. They have Fitness Magazine. They have some Spanish titles as well for the growing Hispanic population. And so Meredith realizes that, at every stage of a person's life, they have a publication that can serve their needs.
It's amazing the database. Obviously, and the demographic information that you're able to glean off of that. So talk to us now when we talk about demographics. It seems like when your boss, Sherry Chris, who's one of the great real estate visionaries in this country, she talks a lot about echo boomers.
Yes.
And the importance of building a real estate organization that can serve the needs of the echo boomers. Could you first define echo boomers for us and then kind of get into what the heck is she talking about?
Right. So, there are a lot of generational terms that are out there. We're all very familiar with the baby boomers, with Gen X. The echo boomers represent roughly 27 million people who are up and coming. So they're younger than age 25, and they are really representing the future of real estate. And so these folks are very social people. They make decisions. They get a lot of recommendations online. Facebook is a major force in how they interact with their friends and their family. And so these are folks who are born and raised with technology. They understand technology. They integrate it in every stage and every part of their life. And so when Sherry Chris, the CEO of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, first launched the brand, her vision was, we will always serve and proudly serve the baby boomers. There for the last 30 years, the baby boomers have been driving our economy. But she also looks to the future and says the echo boomers are coming up. They're going to drive real estate for the next 30 years. They are social, so we are in social media. You talked about your own Facebook, your own Twitter presence as a company. We have that as a brand as well. We want to make sure that we're out there having authentic two-way conversations with consumers. And then we try to partner with brokers such as yourself who understand that, because as we all know, and whether you're a baby boomer, a Gen Xer, an echo boomer, we have more information than ever before at our fingertips as consumers. And so we created a brand that embraces that and gives more information and shares more information than ever before with our clients.
Two websites that I think our listeners should write down. One is bhg.com. That's the magazine, betterhomesandgardens.com. I was on it earlier today. It is an amazing website, and you mentioned that it has 8 million eyeballs.
That's correct, monthly visitors.
Okay, and then the Better Homes and Gardens real estate website, is that bhgre.com?
That's correct.
That is a very strong website that provides, as you said, all kinds of great content. And if you are one of those folks who is thinking about putting your home on the market today and you're wondering, what should I do? How should I prepare my home? There's a lot of videos on there tailored exactly for that.
That's correct. I mean, our main goal as a brand is to make sure that at every stage of the process, whether someone's considering buying or selling their home or in the throes of it, that we have content that can help them make that experience smooth and efficient. And so one of the things that we did very, very early on was committed ourselves to having content that was refreshed and relevant on our website. So in our website, you can easily go to bhgre.com. At the top of our website, you can see different sections such as Look, which helps you learn about neighborhoods. We have great neighborhood data. Learn, which helps you understand the ins and outs of the real estate process. We have a video player that, to your point, Jeff, has everything from the power of color within your home to how to check and manage your own fuse box in your basement. So we want to make sure that, again, through video, through data, through articles, and through tips from our own network of brokers and agents, that we empower the informed consumer.
Last week on the show, we had Betsy Gunnels, who's one of the top agents, and she serves the Charlottesville region, but she's really an expert on the Fluvanna County and particularly the Lake Monticello market. And what we talked about is how you live in a home and how you present it for sale are two different homes.
Yes.
And for somebody who's listening today who's trying to understand that, what does that look like? Again, if you go to the bhgre.com website, you can also access these videos from our own website, from realestate3.com website, but you'll find that it's incredibly helpful to just kind of get your mindset going in the right direction if you're thinking about selling your home. Because in today's market, if your home is not, I hate to use this phrase, but I'm going to use it. If your home is not zit-free, if it does not have a perfect complexion, it's not going to get looked at, because when that buyer, they come in the first time, and if the house is not tidy and if it doesn't show well, and I'm telling you what's becoming even more important than ever, the little details, the home has to actually, okay, I'm going to say it, the home has to smell right.
Yeah,
it has to, I mean, that old concept of baking cookies when you know somebody's going to look at your property. It makes a big difference, because when my wife and I sold our very first home, it was in November a million years ago, and she was making pumpkin bread. Now, my wife makes the world's greatest pumpkin bread, but she was making pumpkin bread when the buyers looked at the property. And I really think that when you get all your senses working in a positive way, that it makes for a much easier sale. So again, to get educated, your website is amazing.
Thank you.
We're going to be back in a few minutes with Jennifer Marchetti, and we're going to talk about what it means to be next generation brokerage. We're also going to answer some of your questions. We're going to get a little bit more of the history on the Better Homes and Gardens brand, because it's had an evolution. So we're going to talk about the Better Homes and Gardens real estate brand and the evolution that it's gone through in the last few years. So we'll be right back. Charlottesville Insights. Don't go away.